declare. Well, you know what? We'll just keep it like this, and then later on, we'll change the outfits. Offensive switch, Pierce, and spark. So, since we're almost out of time, though, unfortunately, Alex, I guess I'll give you my point of view of what's going on. It's terrible, if I'm being brutally honest. There's a lot of people making us Latinos look bad. And I've been seeing a lot of like people just being ugly and just advocating for the most terrible government system of all. There's this guy on the internet, this fat Latino dude with a sombrero saying, "Oh no, that's not socialism. That's misused. We need a socialism like the Soviet Union that takes care of every people's." And I'm like thinking, dude, this guy is what, like 50, 60 years old, and you want that shit? Maybe because you're fat and lazy, cabron. You know, it's so... And they're throwing... And I just saw, like, they're, like, hurting police, throwing rocks. It's just really bad. And I hate to say it, but I think there's going to be a fight. I think there honestly is going to be a very ugly fight in the city of Los Angeles. And I hope that the Padres stay safe because they have to go over to LA. And, you know, it's going to get very ugly. And someone's going to die. I hate to say it. Maybe shot because of their idiocy. And they're doing this for literally a group that doesn't give a shit about them. They will never donate to their health care. They will never try to help pay for their, you know, their kids' graduation or taxes. And they'll never check up on them if they're injured in the hospital. The political party they support, the groups that they support, don't give a rat shit about them. They don't. And I'm seeing this in history, that this is the same way the Southern Democrats did to us Americans with the Civil War, because these were also Americans that are led astray to killing one another because they didn't want to let go of their slave labor. This exact same thing. They do not want to get rid of their sex slavery, their labor slavery, their cheap labor, their cheap votes. They do not want to get rid of it. And the best solution, I think, in this situation, you gotta arrest these people. You gotta arrest the leadership immediately. I don't give a fuck. You gotta arrest them, man. You gotta arrest Karen Bass. You gotta arrest Gavin Newsom. You gotta arrest all these groups. Hell, there's even a billionaire that was exposed on Twitter that's funding these groups to throw bricks and all that kind of shit. Arrest that guy. He's not even American. He's like a Cuban Muslim socialist billionaire guy. No, he's not. He's Sri Lankan. I'm sorry. He's a Sri Lankan Cuban billionaire. Look him up. Who's paying for all this crap? Isn't that funny? A socialist billionaire. It just doesn't make any sense. It's a weird times we're living in, and it's terrible times when we just have people just doing their job to protect people from criminal aliens, and it's sad. It's sad to see what has become a great city in our great state. I've been looking at the before and after. Los Angeles used to be beautiful. In the 50s and 60s, it used to be beautiful. Now it's shit. And it makes me sad to see that we once were a great place, a great state, #1 education, with great places to live, great places to go and see. But it's caca because these people want socialism. They want to be taken care of. They want, like, to return back to Mexico. Then go live there. You lost 200 years ago to us in 1848. The great generals back in the day, they kicked your sorry asses, and then James K. Polk took all that land because you refused to pay the grants that we offered you for that land that you never will ever use. But no, we gotta go with La Raza. I'm sorry for ranting, but it's sad and it's the truth. There needs to be arrests, and sadly, there's going to be some violence. Because these people are gullible, and they'll never, ever, 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 ever learn until someone does something to them, to their body. And that's all I'm going to have to say. There has to be some arrests. There has to be accountability. Otherwise, there is going to be civil war. And it's going to be the people that live over there up north in LA that are going to suffer for it, and the kids that belong to them, they're going to suffer for it. Because they're stupid. They're uneducated. They let their education system tear apart their mind, thinking that capitalism is a terrible thing. And that's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I saw they were destroying non-drivers' cars. And then these people are like, oh, well, there was no violence. I was there. There was peaceful. Lady, shut up. Go back to your crap hole and fix that. I'm sick and tired of this Maxine Waters chick trying to make our people, Californians, look like dog shit. I don't care. You know what? I don't fucking care if I get banned. I need to bend out before I take my dog out. This is bullshit. Enough's enough of this. I am tired of all 49 of our people, of our states, looking at us as Californians like dog shit. Because of these idiots up north that try to hurt federal officers, which you're not supposed to. Doesn't matter about La Migra, doesn't matter La Raza, doesn't matter. I don't care. Sadly, you had the decision to bring your kids over the border and do it the wrong way, the illegal way. You broke federal law. I'm sorry. It is what it is. And, it takes a long time to become a citizen. Every country has a process that takes forever to become a citizen. But you work hard for it, to do it. I don't know. Maybe my mom maybe my mom was right. Maybe I don't have any heart. I don't know. Thank you, Alex. I'm just tired of it. Oh, that's a tricky question. If she was undocumented, I would love her, yes, and I would try everything in my power to make her an American citizen. I would. If she's over there and I'll work hard, I would pay money, I would try everything to try to get her to read the Constitution, learn English, and help her become an American citizen no matter how long it takes. I would do that because that's why I love her, and I would do that. But we have to go through the process. We can't cheat others that try to work hard to survive. Emotionally, I would be against the ICE deportation, but I would keep contact with her, or more likely go with her and stay with her. I would go with her. I would say, look, I'm American, but I'm going to go with my girlfriend/wife. I would follow her. I would help her become an American citizen no matter what. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. I would help her. I would work hard. I would quit my teaching job to go with her. She was undocumented, just to help her survive. I would work in the kitchen, in anything, just to save up money. Maybe go over to California, cross the border since I'm an American citizen, to pay for it. It is unfortunate it's turned into a shithole. And I really hope those people don't reflect that tonight with Alan and Trevor. I don't want to hear some beachy Los Angeles guy hurting Alan and Trevor tonight. I hope not. But, I just hope they stay safe, because those people are angry. Not all of them, but because the quiet ones, they're not going to say anything because they have risk of being heckled and maybe hurt by their neighbors because they're fucking like communists and revolutionaries. No, I don't think it will go down in San Diego. I don't. I don't. I think, yeah, there'll be a small group that will protest, but this is a military city regardless. Veteran, military city. It's not going to allow that crap here in San Diego. There'll just be a bunch of stupid kids that'll protest, but we're not going to tolerate that shit. And I'm not going to tolerate that shit in Chula Vista. I'll stop it in Chula Vista. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to let my beautiful little town that I live in look like a shithole like Los Angeles. But sadly, it's going to spread up north to Sacramento already and other places. What makes me so confident on that belief? Because LA has an Air Force base. LA has an Air Force base. But that doesn't mean those people that live in the city know how to fly a jet or an airplane. Well, now I think about it, the Air Force is a federal base from the federal government. So if they go and attack or try to hijack those Air Force planes, and that is war. That's a big problem. Anyway, I gotta get ready to take Choco out because I got a meeting at 5, man. Good talking with you. I'll continue this another time. Thank you for this talk. I hope you stay safe. And I love you, man. And I'll see you later. Peace. Have a good day, man.